B&G Charley Hull. Charley, just take us through the day, especially obviously on 18, what you were thinking standing over that putt.
Well, I felt like I played pretty solid all day. I just felt the back nine I was playing pretty solid, and nothing was really dropping until that putt on 16. I hit a good putt on I think it was my 13th hole where I made bogey, but it was right in the middle of the hole, and then I don't know how it missed. So that was kind of a bit of like, oh. And I tried to make some birdies coming in, and they just didn't drop until 16. It was a tricky pin, and then 17, I didn't want to be in the left rough. It was quite an awkward shot for me. It was 275 to carry the bunker. Couldn't quite carry it, but so I was trying to hit just a nice, perfect little draw off that bunker, because in the bunker, it would have been completely fine. But I've really hit a good drive there. It didn't move a yard. And anywhere in the bunker would have been fine, but I was in the lip. 3 feet further back, I'd have had a nice, easy shot to the pin. So I kind of got a bit screwed there. And then 18, pushed my drive a little bit, hit a nice little cut 9-iron around the tree. Didn't quite cut. Thought I had to hold the putt, and then just two-putted. And I don't really remember much from that last hole. It was all a bit of a shock. But one thing I was nervous over that putt, my hands were shaking. I was like, well, I think I was just more shocked than it was just like an adrenaline and everything.
Obviously, your first win since 2022 here on the LPGA Tour. Just how good does it feel to finally get another one under your belt?
Yeah, it feels good. I've had plenty of second-place finishes in the last few years, and even the last couple of weeks, obviously coming off from British Open, and then last week finished second on the Ladies European Tour, and then to get the win in, so it feels pretty good.
Yeah. What about your game right now is just working? Obviously, the back-to-back top twos.
So, like, obviously, I'm actually a bit injured at the minute. I tore the ligament completely in half on my foot in a car park at the week after the British Open at a golf event. Got told it could be up to 9 weeks that I could be out. I was like, wow. I turned it around in 3 weeks. Played last week. Had an MRI on my back as well because I picked up a box about a couple of months ago. It was before Evian, and I think I tore something in my back, and it never got better. And then when I fell down when I done my ankle, got the MRI, and I've got some like cysts growing from where I've like tore the muscle, but I've got a very healthy spine. It's just like managing it and stuff. I think I've been slapped with every injury at the minute, so I'm just been like managing my way through it this week, and my body's feeling actually pretty good. A little bit sore, but no, I just been absolutely grinding hard at home after I had 14 days off because of my injury, and then the last week or so I was hitting so many golf balls and practicing hard, and obviously hard work pays off, and it has. I just feel good at the minute.
Yeah. All right, we'll go ahead and open it up to inside the media center. We'll start with Sarah. For those on the Zoom, if you have a question, please let me know in the chat. Sarah?
Charley, where does this one rank, having dealt with all of that adversity in the past few months?
Yeah, it's definitely up there. Obviously, I think coming from British Open, I really wanted to play Canada and Boston after because I was on such a roll. And I was just worried it was just going to make me feel really down and depressed and put a halt to my game, and I've managed to battle through it, and I've come back second and won this week, so yeah, I'm pretty happy.
You're the 25th different winner on the LPGA Tour this season, something we've never seen before. What does that kind of streak say about the parity in women's golf right now?
Yeah, it shows you how strong and the depth there is on the LPGA Tour. Like, going back, say, 20 years ago, you'd always get very much the same winners because there was always the top 10 on the rankings was always winning. But now I feel like the depth is so strong, so that it shows you how strong the tour is. It's getting harder and harder to win, so you've got to play good every week.
Obviously, you had to battle for this one. What do you do to just celebrate and soak in this moment?
To be honest, I've had a nice little surprise by my boyfriend in London tomorrow. He's going to take me. We're going for a nice massage and going for a nice bit of food with Annabelle and Alfie, which is Annabelle Dimmock plays on the Ladies European Tour. So we're going on a little date night, but that's going to feel extra special. So we'll probably just turn into a little bit of a celebration, but it will be nice. And I'm actually playing Wentworth because I had the men's BMW PJ there this week, and I'm playing there on Tuesday because it's my home golf course, so the greens are going to be pure. So I'm actually looking forward to playing that as well.
Back here, Amy.
Charley, why do you think you've managed to still play so well in spite of all the injuries and illnesses that you've dealt with?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a rocky couple of months, to be fair. Like, obviously, fainting at Evian, doing my back, and then tearing the ligament in my ankle. I sound like a bit of a car crash, but I don't know, I suppose pain is just a weakness of the mind, and probably does me a bit of a favour sometimes because I end up doing too much, like too much gym, too much practice, just overthinking, where it's actually giving me a bit of time to chill, and that's probably what I needed.
Anything else? Anyone else in the media center? JJ, yeah. Oh, just turn on the mic. Oh, hello.
If you can, could you describe what was going on on your last putt? It was only like a foot putt, but you backed up twice.
Yeah, it was only like a foot putt, but I think I was generally that shocked. And then I get a lot of adrenaline on the way around. Like I can club down by two. Say if it was like a 190 pin, that would usually be a 5-iron. I could hit a 7-iron that far, and I feel like I was pretty calm coming to the green, knew I had to hold the putt for eagle, and then I missed it, had a foot putt, and I was just thinking, And then when I realised I had it for the win, I just had this mad shock of adrenaline come from me, and my hands was like shaking. And I was like, oh no, like, usually I can calm it down in like 5 minutes and stuff, but it was just, I had to putt straight away. Had to back off it twice. I was like, I don't know how like Tiger Woods and like won that many tournaments, been in that much pressure. But it was just a shock. Like if I knew it was to win coming up the hole, I think I'd have been fine. I was just shocked. But yeah, I hold it, so it was good. Even though it was a foot putt, they feel like 10 footers.
Sorry.
Charley, I know you're quite a confident player, but what does this do for your confidence looking ahead to the rest of the season?
Yeah, I'm buzzing. Obviously, I've got the International Crown coming up. And then I've got Korea, and then the Annika, and then the Tour Championship. And obviously, I've won around the Tour Championship course before, so I'm just buzzing to just go out there and play a bit of golf. Not too much, because obviously I'm still managing my ankle and that, but I just feel like now I know I can do it. It's been a bit of a drought. Like I've had quite a few second place finishes, and it's just always been the bridesmaid, and now I'm the bride finally.
All right, we'll go to the Zoom. Jill, if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself.
Congratulations, Charley. Where did you get the mindset when you've said before pain is a weakness of the mind? How did you come to be able to, play so well with pain? And is that something you kind of learned in childhood? Or?
Yeah, I think my mum and dad is like a bit like tough love. Like they are the best parents like I could have ever had. Like they're so caring, so loving. But like if we were to fall over as kids, he'll be like, right, have you broke anything? No, all right, go on then, stop crying and stand up and get on with it. So I've kind of like been like taught that from a young age, and I don't know, it's just the way I deal with things. Pain is a weakness of the mind. Like I could get it if I couldn't move my leg or if I couldn't get out of bed, but I can keep on moving, so you just deal with it.
Okay. Do you feel like you almost play better when you have injuries? Are you
Yeah.
maybe not even? And why is that?
Because it slows my mind down. Like I always find when I'm poorly, when I'm ill, I usually play quite good golf because my mind does 100 miles an hour. But when I'm poorly, I find I'm just more relaxed. So, and I probably expect less because and do less. Like my days are usually full out, like going gym, golf, practice. When I'm kind of poorly or injured, I do a lot less, and I put less pressure on myself, and then I kind of do better sometimes.
Okay. And then lastly, what you hugged Gino there afterwards. What were your kind of emotions for her when you hugged her in that moment?
Yeah, I didn't really process it. Like, Gina played great today. She's very solid. It was just unfortunate what happened to her on the last hole. But at the end of the day, I just felt like I needed a little bit of luck on my side in these last few years, because I don't feel like it's ever really gone my way. And it's finally gone my way for once. So every dog has its day.
Thank you.
Beth Ann?
Congratulations, Charley. Sorry, I'm still laughing from your last comment. When's the last time that you found yourself shaking on a golf course prior to today?
Probably, I'll tell you when actually. British Open, the first hole, on the final round, I had like a 4-footer to save par. And I was nervous over that putt. And I remember shaking a little bit. I think because I was a little bit cold as well. But I wasn't super shaking. But that was like the first time I've ever properly shook. And it was all because of every golfer's going to have a little bit of shakes. But you can just kind of calm yourself down for like 2 minutes and they go away. But where I was just like, boom, it was straight at me. And I was just like, I was kind of confused in my head what was going on. And I think that's why I was like so shaky.
Yeah. You seem to bounce back from tough things, tough finishes with ease. Has there been a close call over the last year or so that was particularly hard to get over?
Not really. I think because I've got such a good, close family at home, like such a solid relationship with like my boyfriend and my family and my friends. Like I play golf and then I forget about it, go home, play golf with them, do normal things, enjoy stuff. So that kind of makes it good balance, if you know what I mean. It's not just golf, 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 golf. But as in thinking about winning and all this kind of stuff, like I want to, but I've got a life outside of golf, so that kind of helps ease your mind.
Has it always been that way?
Yeah, I think so. I think probably the last couple of years I've put a little bit more pressure on myself, like to play well on tour. But I think now I'm managing it like pretty good. Like my coach, Matt Belsham, and Nick, they're both like, I think it was middle of this year, Matt was like, Charley, you need to practice less. I was like, okay. He was like, I don't tell many players that, but you need to practice less. I was like, okay. So I kind of did. But then obviously the last few weeks I had to practice more to get my feels back because I had 2 weeks of golf. So it's just finding the balance.
Thank you.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much, Charley. Congratulations
Thank you.
again.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Already got it.
Hi, I'm Charley Hull. I just won the 2025 Kroger Queen City Championship presented by PG.
And Zoom. All right. Yeah.